Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Second Home. Today, we continue with the covering of the cultural event organized by the Indian Dentists Alliance here in Kuwait. This cultural event is organized once in every 2 years and is a much awaited program. All dentists come together and rehearse for this event at least 5 months prior to it. It's a great show, so stay back and enjoy. We are now in conversation with Dr. Renu Roy, who is the chief editor of the book that is being presented today. Welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
We're very excited about the book because I've heard some great things about it. Tell us, what is it that the readers of this book are going to benefit from?
Well, the oral health guide is released every 2 years, and every year we focus on a theme. And this year we focused on dental specialties defined as a title, and we are going to talk in detail about Know Your Dental Specialist. And in that we explore as to who is the one that we have to meet, and we talk about the personality of the doctor, the various dental specialists in this.
I see. So what do you think is the most popular specialty?
Well, I couldn't judge on that one. I have to be fair, and we.
I know parents को अपने सारे बच्चे पसंद होते हैं.
Yeah, but all the specialties have its own importance, and we are beginning to find new specializations in singing, and it's a growing field. And the Kuwait is having those kind of specialities to treat the patients and their oral issues.
And I would like to know if the equipment that we use here in Kuwait, in terms of technology, we've really moved so ahead in so many industries, I'm sure dentists included. So do you believe that Kuwait offers you the latest technologies to work with?
Oh yes, of course. We've been seeing as each year go by, modernization, and at the same time innovations slowly coming into the market as it's tried and tested elsewhere in the world. And we are happy with the facilities that Kuwait government is providing for us to work with, and it's still improving. So it's
What's your specialization?
I'm an orthodontist by specialization. Yeah.
But it was nice to see you not being unfair to any other field. You could have easily said orthodontist, but.
Well, it is one of the popular fields, yes, no doubt about it. Everybody wants an orthodontist in their lives, some stages. But we work as a team, and the multidisciplinary work is what we look for a team approach for treating patients.
Before you walk away, we'd like to know if our audience wants a copy of this book. How do they get their hands on it?
Well, they can approach us, the main council, and also it will be available in the website, as well as also we will be able to provide it to all the dental specialists in the country, and they can get a copy from there anytime.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
You're welcome.
We are now in conversation with the advisor to the scientific community of IDAK, Dr. Krishnan. Welcome to our show.
Hi, how are you? Thank you.
Tell us about your experience in Kuwait. How long have you been in Kuwait?
I've been in Kuwait for about 10 years now.
10 years. And do you like living in Kuwait?
Yeah, it's very nice. It's, as you say, by the name of this program, it's a second home to us.
And what is it that you like about Kuwait?
One thing I like about Kuwait is that it's a very warm country. The people are very welcoming, and especially as dentists in Kuwait, the people take our advice properly and they follow it properly, and that makes our life easy to serve the people very well. So it's a very pleasurable experience, enjoyable experience here, being in Kuwait.
Absolutely. And your role as the advisor to the scientific committee of IDAK, what is it that you help out with?
Actually, there is a scientific committee of IDAK comprising of about 7 people. So, and the scientific committee chairman is Dr. Srikanth Reddy. So, and my role is just to guide them in the proper way, because I was scientific committee chairman of the last term. So, as the scientific committee chairman last term, I'll be able to guide them in the proper way so that if there is any issue with them, they can consult me. I will advise them like that.
And what kind of events do you have under this wing of IDAK?
In IDAK, we have, as you can see here, right now we are at the venue of the IDAK Grand Cultural Program and the release of the Oral Health Guide. We also have different events such as the scientific programs where we have our local speakers speaking. We invite people from outside the country to speak at conferences. And we also have events like where the IDAK Community Welfare Program is there, where we go out to conduct dental camps, where we help the people, the poor people, especially the people living in the camps and all. They don't get proper dental care. So our job is to go out to them, conduct dental camps, and give them proper advice. We also have other events such as our cultural event is there. Then there is a editorial committee who is releasing the present the oral health guide now. It's a lot of work goes on behind that, and very good cultural, very good coordination between the different committees.
I was very happy to learn about the camps that you have, because a lot of people may not necessarily be able to afford dental care, and it is very important. The fact that you take time out and do this as a service to the community, I think is highly commendable. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, and actually Dr. Pradap Unithan is the chairman of the cultural committee. He has a team of about 7 doctors who almost every month they have some camp and they take time out, and other doctors also go and help. And this is normally conducted along with other associations who are in Kuwait. So they coordinate with them and they conduct the camps. Normally we help up to 200 to 300 people in every camp. So it's a lot of work goes on behind that.
God bless you all for all that you do for the people here in Kuwait, and I wish you every success. I believe your annual event is every 2 years?
It's every 2 years. Every 2 years, normally in December, the annual event comes in like this. It's a mega cultural event, as well as we invite a lot of our guests in Kuwait, so they also get to know what the Indian Dental Association is all about, and especially many of the Kuwaitis, I believe, like a lot of Hindi movies and Hindi songs and all. So we bring the whole entire cultural uh, uh, the events of India, the colors of India to Kuwait.
Yes, and I can see they're really interested in what you've got to show. Also, because I believe the level and the standard of your performances within the families is extraordinary. I mean, I loved the performances, and I'm sure the citizens of Kuwait also appreciate this. Like you said, they're so into Bollywood and the colors and music.
And actually, you would be surprised to know that the cultural event that is going on today has been in preparation for the last 4 months. Almost every week they're having 2 to 3 hours of practice. So they're taking it very seriously. They're very dedicated. And all the participants in this cultural event are the Indian Dental Association members or their children. There's nobody from outside. It's all completely in-house.
That is what is so remarkable about this, and the level of their performances is like they were professionals. I also especially liked the kind of detail that you've put in the costumes. The costumes are really very colorful and beautiful.
In fact, Dr. Aisha George, she is the chairman of the cultural committee. They have taken a lot of pains to individually go and select the material for the costumes, to find the right tailors to stitch them, and to fit it so that it is properly fitting to the people. And they do a lot of. In fact, last week we had a practice in the Maha Ballroom here, a trial practice for all these cultural events also. So they have done a lot of hard work for this.
Absolutely, and it all shows up on the event today. I'm hoping to get you some glimpses of this remarkable show, and we wish you the very best. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
It's now time to talk to one of the performing groups called Mastanis. Welcome to our show.
Hello, good evening. Hi, thank you very much.
Your name is?
My name is Serene.
Serene. And could you tell us a little bit about this beautiful costume that you have on, but before that, a little bit about the dance too?
Okay. We are a group called Mastanis, and we are performing a traditional Maharashtrian folklore dance from the state of Maharashtra in India. This is basically a dance where married women come together and they perform with a lot of joy and a lot of fun. And the word Mastani means fun-loving and full of zest and full of life. Yeah.
And talk to us about, is there like a story behind what you're performing tonight?
This is basically a cinematic fusion dance, but the main thing is just have fun. And it's for the joy, it's for the joy of dancing, and it's to spread joy and happiness.
You know, even if you don't move on stage, I think the costumes that you're wearing just itself brings so much joy. How do you manage do you get them stitched? How does this work?
Yes, it is custom made, it's stitched, it was planned months in advance, and even the jewelry, everything was ordered, and we were all ready by three months before.
Wow. You know what I find most remarkable is that all of you are looking so professional, like as though this is a band that performs every platform, every state internationally. But you will be surprised to know that these are all dentists. Was that right?
Yes. We are all dentists in different specialities. We all work at the same place. We all work in Jahara Dental Center for the Ministry of Health, and this is just something that we do for the for our dental association, and for the joy of dancing and for having fun getting together.
Wow, that is beautiful. I love that. And I also was interested in your audiences, because I believe there are a lot of other audiences, I mean other than Indians, and what you're portraying is something that is understood by so it's not language dependent.
No, definitely not. And we invite a lot of dignitaries from Kuwait and elsewhere, and it's not only for Indians. And I know that they appreciate our dance forms and culture, and this is basically just to promote India also as a cultural platform. I mean, everybody knows that India is it has a lot of culture, but the more they see it, I hope they can appreciate it and, come and visit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which state do you belong to?
I belong to the state of Kerala. Yeah.
And yet you are here doing a Maharashtrian dance.
Yes.
And so in your group you have from all different states?
Actually, yeah, we have from all different states. Yeah.
Wow, and this is what I love about...
It is, India is integrated. There's a lot of diversity, and it shows in our group itself, in our association itself. Yeah.
I agree. There's a unity in diversity. Thank you so much. But before we go, could you do any message that you have for your audience?
This is basically a shout out to all our family, our friends, the dentists here in Kuwait, our colleagues, our friends, our people at work, especially Jahra Dental Center, and of course to the Indian Dentists Alliance in Kuwait. They are coming up. We hope that they come up more and more in height and grow prosperous, and yeah.
Thank you. That was a beautiful message. And before we say bye, I believe we say bye like this. Namaste. Okay. It's now time to talk to the Cultural Committee Chairman, Aisha George. Welcome to our show.
Hello, hi.
Very interesting outfit, I must say.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
What are you playing today?
basically this is a micro drama which we are, conducting over here, and it's being directed by a very famous director who has won many awards. So I'm playing the role of a very glamorous nurse, inverted commas, okay. Yeah, and it's the story of a doctor. So basically we are in the medical field, so we thought of getting a strict of more onto medical side, Yeah.
Very interesting. But I must say the level of tonight's cultural program is outstanding. The costumes, the presentations, the dances, everything, the choreography, it is very extremely high, high level, high standards. So how do you maintain that? How do you get it out of your performers? Do you say, no, you're not performing well, you're out? How do you...
Actually speaking, that's a very good question. Well, we are a big family, it's all a dental family, and we know that all of us are not equally talented, okay? There are many of us who are still learning dance, many of us have lost touch of dance and everything, but still, what we did is we gave an open kind of survey. Who all wants to participate in culture can just register their names. So we got around 80 participants who are really interested to be in the cultural show. The next thing what we did is we hired the best choreographers, be it any kind of dance. It could be cinematic dance, or it could be a Indian classical dance, or it could be a drama. Whatever we have selected, we have got choreographers of the high standards. So that's how we made sure that everything is of a good quality program. Yeah, and I'm a little proud to say that all dentists are more culturally oriented. They are. I mean, we got some time from our medical side to actually dance and do different kinds of cultural shows, yeah.
I believe it's also because you have this annual event every 2 years. So even if someone isn't, then just being in IDAK kind of gears them towards this.
Yeah, it is, because we conduct it every 2 years. And every 2 years, it's like, it's so hectic. We start practicing, almost 5 months back. And 5 months back, every weekends, it's like from morning till night, we don't go back home, it's practice after practice. And everyone who once enters it is so much of challenge to actually do it the best. So yeah, that's the spirit, team spirit. We have a very good team spirit in IDAK, yeah.
Team spirit, passion, dedication, you name it. All those good qualities are really coming out in your team.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And tell us about your favorite program on the list today. What is something, or it's a must watch? What would you call it?
Actually speaking, I wouldn't say must. Everything is a must watch, okay? I don't want you to miss one program. But yes, something different is what is happening is the micro drama. I mean, it is something different because we haven't had such a stage, and directed by a very famous director. And we never knew that all of us could even act, We all had to dance, but we never knew that we could act. So now acting is also part of us. So yeah, that's something to really watch for, I would say.
Superb. So I hope we can get a glimpse of that for our audience. And any other message you have as a dentist? I believe you're a dentist.
Yes, yes, I have it.
As a dentist, any message for our audience before you leave?
Just support IDAK, and I hope IDAK comes into more flows and we become quite famous in and around Kuwait. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for talking to us. So this is all we had for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this cultural program. Next week, we'll be covering the Filipino community, and your host will be Rowana. So stay tuned. Until then, from the team of Kuwait TV2, stay blessed.